So in this video of Let's Talk Math, we are going to learn how to solve angles in shapes. So we need to find the angles of the figure above. The figure is the triangle, right? So, what we are going to do is we're going to use a linear equation to use this. So we know all the angles added together equals 180 degrees for a triangle. So we know that 2x plus 5x minus 180 plus 45 equals 180. Now, we are going to combine like terms, which in this case would be the 2x and 5x, and negative 180 and 45. So that would be 2x plus 5x is 7x minus 180, negative 180 plus 45 is negative 135, which equals 180. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use something called inverse operations, which means that, so if you, for example, we are subtracting 135, so instead of that, we are going to add, right? And since we're adding on this side, we also have to do it on the other side of the equation to keep the balance, right? So we have 7x minus 135 plus 135 equals 180 minus plus 135. When you subtract something by 135 and add 135, that equals 0. So on this side, we are left with 7x, and 180 plus 135 is 315. Now we are going to do another inverse operation, and since we multiplied 7 by x, we are going to divide both sides by 7. So that would be 7x over 7 equals 315 over 7. 315 divided by 7 is let's do it on the side here. Long division, 115 divided by 7. 7 goes into 3 0 times. 7 goes into 31 4 times, which is 28. Put the 4 up here. Subtract 31 minus 28 equals 3. We drop down to 5. Then 35, that would be 35 minus 35, which is 5. 35 minus 35 equals 0. So 315 divided by 7 equals 45. And on this side, this equals 1. And we have isolated the x. So x equals 45. So now that we know what x is, we can solve all the angles of the triangle, right? So you have 2x, which is 45 times 2, and that equals 90, right? Then you have 5x minus 180, which equals, so 45 times 5 is 225. 225 minus 180 equals 45, right? So let's get that out of the way. So now that we know that, we are going to, let's say this is the triangle. Shoot. Let's try it nice. This is 45, 45, and 90 degrees. Let's try another problem. So We need to find all the angles of the figure above, and this figure is a quadrilateral, so we know all the angles equal 360 degrees. So that means x plus 60 plus x plus 2x plus 2x minus 60 equals 360. Now what we are going to do is we are going to rearrange it so all the variables are first, and then you have the numbers. So you have x plus 2x plus 2x plus 60 minus 60 equals 360. Now we are going to combine like terms. So we have, let's just do it to make sure we are correct, right? 1, 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 plus 2 equals 6, 6x. That means we have 6x and 60, 6x and 6. If you add something 60 and you subtract 60 from it, that equals 0. So we have 6x equals 360. Now we do inverse operation. So since we multiplied x by 6, we divide 6 by both sides. 6x over 6 equals 360 over 6. 360 divided by 6 equals 60. So, and this is 1, and we have isolated the x. So we have x equals 60. Now let's redraw the So now let's redraw the quadrilateral nicely. So this side is 2x minus 60. 2x is 120, and 120 minus 60 is 60. So let's do that bigger. This side is 60. Then on this side we have x, which is 60, plus 60, so that is 60 plus 60, which is 120. And this side we have x, which is just 60. And here we have 2x, which is 120. Now let's try another problem. We have x, a pentagon, and in pentagons we have all the angles equals 540. So now let's write the equation. B. That would be x plus x plus 45 plus 1.5x plus 2x minus 90 plus 90. Ran out of almost 540. That is, I ran out of space. Let's write down here. Equals 540. So now let's rearrange it. So we have x plus 45 plus 1.5x plus 2x minus 90. Oops, got to rearrange it. Plus 1.5x plus 2x, right? Plus 90 minus 90 plus 45 equals 540. So if you see here, we have added 90 and subtract 90, so that equals 0. Now let's add the like terms. So we have 1x, 2x, 2.5 and sorry, that's 3.5. 3.5 and 5.5x, right? So, and well, all we have here is 45. So we don't, since we simplified 90 minus 90, right? So we have 5.5x plus 45 equals 540. We use the inverse operation to take out the 45. That means 5.5x plus 45 minus 45 equals 540 minus 45. And 500, so this equals 0. 540 minus 45 equals equals 495, right? So now we do the next step, which would be to divide both sides by 5.5, right? Since we multiplied it and we are doing inverse operation, which equals 495 divided by 5.5. This equals 1. So we are left with the x. That means x equals 90. Right? So now let's solve all the angles in the pentagon. Let's just draw this out as nicely as I can. Not an exact replica. So this one is just x, so this is 90. We know this one is already 90. 2x, which is 180 degrees, and 180 minus 90 is 90. Then you have x plus 45, which is, so 90 plus 45, and 90 plus 45 is 135 degrees. Then you have 1.5 times x, or 90, and that is 135 degrees. Now that we have solved this problem, let's review. What did we learn today? We learned how to find angles in a shape using the sum of all the angles. Now that is all for this video, so please put in the comments below what else you'd like to learn. I'll also be posting more videos about linear equations, so make sure you subscribe to my channel and check my other videos out. Bye!